Making beats is super fun, but from time to time some of you, just like myself I believe, have this urge not to just record something, but simply play it. Things I'm going to show you today are dead easy, but at the same time very useful. Welcome to Creative Therapy. Enough of the mystery. I'll play a clip for you. It's not too long, but shows the potential of the tips I'm going to go over later on. Here it is. With finger drumming, it is fairly important to free off as many fingers as you can, so you can perform as much as you can at the same time. I'm also trying to avoid loops for more creative freedom. Let's discover trick number 1, the use of pad banks to enhance variety in your performance. In my example, I placed all the samples in bank A, yet without any modifications applied. This allowed me to play individual sounds and create some sort of an intro, if you like. I assigned all the usuals: kicks, snares, tambourine, cymbals, but also my 2 simple sounds to work as my melody and a bass sound. I clicked Browse to choose my files, switched to Assign, and assigned each sample to the pad of my choice. That way, I was able to play a simple beat at the start of the clip. I wanted to make the drumming a little bit easier to record down the line, since I decided to perform a little rap and a little bit of scratching as well. That's why I decided to copy the content of the whole bank into another one. In the drum program section, press on the little pencil. As copy type, choose bank. Program, leave as it is for now. Since we're copying from bank A, leave it too. I want to keep it in the same program, so I'll change it to program 001. And the bank I want to copy to, I choose B and press Do It. I did it all because I wanted to use the same sounds, but I wanted to introduce some automation without automation. It makes no sense, but it will, I promise. Trick number 2. I simply used simultaneous triggering, where one pad triggers another. Firstly, I used it for the kicks and the snares, to make them a little bit bigger if you like. To do it, press Program Edit, click on the pad you want to use, and under Simultaneous Play, choose the pad you want to be triggered at the same time. This freed off a finger or 2 for me. I used the same technique for the melodic ambient sound as I did for the kick and the snare. This time to trigger bass each time I trigger one of them. That way I could perform rich kicks, snares, and the other 2 samples with bass. Now, I wanted the tambourine to play in sync for me. I wanted as simple as possible approach. Here comes trick number 3. Choose the desired sound, go to Program Edit, press the corresponding pad, and on the Effects screen choose Air Delay. The parameters are as follows: 8 delay, 95% feedback, and 40% mix. The use of a simple delay allowed me to press the pad once, and thanks to high feedback value, it simulated the synced hi-hat vibe, which gently disappears for me, and which I can reintroduce instead of constantly playing it. I wanted the same idea for the cymbals, but I felt that I needed a slight sync variation, so their presence would distinguish itself from the tambourine. I set the delay to 50% feedback and 50% mix, but I also went to the third samples tab and set the offset to -3327. I went by the ear on this one. Imperfection is what makes everything organic. Remember, all this preparation allowed me to start my performance with 4 fingers at the beginning, then continue with the drums with a minimum effort until I had to trigger the second melody sample and add the tambourine and cymbals again. It all made the recording very easy. Once I had the beat recorded, I used a plug-in instrument to add some extra, well, meat. I literally used one note, which I modified with the pitch control. That's when a little MIDI keyboard comes in handy. From there, with the beat playing, I was able to rap over it and even give a little scratch at the end. It all doesn't have to be so limited, you can always build on that. Layer the samples for each pad. Add more samples to create even bigger variations, or even fill up all the banks, which can give you 4 or 8 individual beats ready to be performed live. To extend your gig, you can create multiple programs, which you can switch between, with each program containment filled with samples banks. You can use MPC as a looper. Record your performance, add plug-in instruments into other tracks, play or record them live. You can also always stop the playback and continue with the live drum.
Therapy live session. Listen. Yo, one man, MPC, mic keys, PTO1, shining like sun, that's how it's done. Like UPC, I know how to deliver. Listen to them words flowing like river. Yo, creative therapy live session, yo. Listen, I started with the beast, I mixed all the ingredients. Under my fingers, machine shows the obedience. Each pad, like soldier ready for the order. Beauty in the style suppresses any disorder. Then plugins and some keys as companion. I conquer greatness like Grand Canyon. Mic records the voice, pure sensation. I'll add some scratches, PTO1 session.